Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a part 1 of a short series of videos where we're going to be diving into a topic that gets passionate fountain pen enthusiasts riled up, a debate that's been simmering for decades, East versus West, and is one better than the other? Okay, so that might be a little bit on the dramatic side, but we are looking at pens from the East and West. In today's video we're going to be focusing on pens from the East. But I want to just highlight that both regions have incredible traditions, innovative designs, and they are devoted to the communities of pen aficionados. But for those who are new to the wonderful world of fountain pens, it can be a little bit confusing. So let's break down the pros and cons of each, helping you to find the perfect match. I've tried to be as concise as possible with a limited time frame, so if there's something which I have missed out, or you have a question about pens from the East, please do leave that in the comment section below, and don't forget, if you enjoy today's content, please do consider liking and subscribing. Right, so let's first talk about nibs. Eastern pens, especially Japanese, are famous for their superfine nibs. These are workhorses of detailed writing, allowing you to create crisp, controlled lines that are perfect for tasks like journaling, sketching, and writing in languages with intricate character sets like Japanese or Korean. They also tend to offer a touch of feedback, a slight scratchiness if you will, and that some people find absolutely delightful, as it provides a satisfying sense of connection between the pen and paper. And for calligraphy enthusiasts, some brands like Sailor, a manufacturer renowned for its in-house nib production, offers specialised nib grinds such as the King Cobra that cater to different lettering styles. Sailor also takes the nib quality to the next level by using high quality materials, with some of their nibs containing up to 21 karat gold for a truly luxurious writing experience. Now, the Asian pen market is pretty renowned for their offerings of nibs, but I'd like to draw your gaze to Nakaya, as they are one of the only brands on the market that offers you a fully comprehensive nib tuning. Their offerings allow one to specify not only the nib finishing, but they also ask your preference for your writing angle, pressure, and writing speed. I believe Montblanc and Pelican offer this as well, but you'll also pay quite a heavy price. As for Nakaya, this is actually mainly free, unless of course you specify for different nib materials. So I'd certainly implore you to go and check out their nib guide. It's free to have a look at, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now, if brands like Sailor and Nakaya are a little bit too mainstream, I'd invite you to check out Toma pens. Toma produces what could be arguably one of the biggest nibs out on the market, a size 55. This actually dwarfs that of the Namiki size 50, which is already considered a holy grail by many others. However, Toma isn't the only independent nib manufacturer in Japan. Kubo also manufactures their own nibs, and just as a proof of concept and showing off, they made a fully working size 100 nib. Swear that's a little shovel for a mouse, maybe? Anyway, now let's move on to having a look at some of the aesthetical properties of Japanese pens. So, Eastern pens are generally about their sleek minimalism. Take this Nakaya Piccolo in Midori Tamanuri for example. At first glance the barrel appears to be black, but holding it in your hand reveals a beautifully accented edges on the green sections of the barrel and on the threads. And I really truly feel that this pen epitomises the Japanese aesthetics of clean lines and understated elegance. Now, when it comes to the body, there are a few characteristics to look out for. Japan is quite famous for their ebonites. Their Nikko ebonite in particular is quite highly sought after by many collectors. And then of course on the other end of the scale you have injection moulded thermoplastics. Ebonite is a hard rubber, and it's a material which is prized for its warmth, durability, and its ability to take a high shine. Now, if this takes your interest, I'd certainly recommend checking out Eboya, which is the child company of Nikko Ebonite. Now, going on to the other side of the coin, you have injection moulded thermoplastics such as ABS. These are popular choices amongst the top 3 fountain pen manufacturers, being Pilot, Platinum and Sailor. These materials offer affordability, durability and a wide variety of colours and finishes, making them perfect for everyday use. Now, I did forget to mention about urushi. How could I? It's my Achilles heel, so to speak. This is the pinnacle of Japanese pen craftsmanship. Urushi is a labour-intensive lacquering technique which is usually deployed on ebonite or wood barrels, and it usually results in a beautiful, stunning and deep finish. Not only are these pens beautiful, but they are also resistant to scratches and general wear and tear. Here you can see a variety of decorative pens, ranging from works by independent makie artisan Yukari Mochizuki to more affordable offerings from the Chinese manufacturer Tianzi. And that leads me nicely on to China as a potential port of interest. China offers a superb range of pens at an incredibly reasonable price point. It's worth mentioning that some companies take their liberties creating designs that are almost identical to Western counterparts. However, for the most part, these pens can generally cost in the region of £1 to £30. I mean, naturally, not many people want to spend more than about £10 on a fountain pen, so if this is the budget which you're working towards, I'd certainly recommend looking at brands such as Tianzi and Pen BBS as viable options. Now, of course, there's also price to consider. Pens from China, Taiwan, Japan or Korea tend to offer a wider range of price points, including many affordable options. While some Japanese brands do offer gold nib models for under £100, it's also important to note that this isn't always the case for all Japanese pens, and usually you do have to buy direct from Japan to get these savings. However, Europe's cheapest gold nib pen would be that of the Lamy Safari or other compatible nib options. These nibs can cost you around about £80. However, it is also worth noting that this is a bit of an anomaly within the gold pen market, with many fountain pens ranging from £400 up to crazy money. So this is certainly a point of consideration to maybe choosing from Japan. Naturally, there is also some other trade-offs to consider, so let's explore some points of consideration. The finer pointed nibs can sometimes feel a little bit scratchy in comparison to Western counterparts. This sensation, known as feedback, is a result of the nib dragging ever so slightly across the paper's surface. While some might find this delightful, offering a satisfying connection between pen and paper, others might prefer the smoother glide of broader Western nibs. Another potential downside is down to really the high volume manufacturing. This can sometimes lead to simpler aesthetics in comparison to the meticulously crafted luxury pens from Western brands like Montblanc, Aurora or even Anoto in the UK. While Eastern pens are known for their understated elegance and functionality, those who crave intricate engravings or precious metals or even the swirly acrylics might find these options a little bit limiting. However, this focus on efficiency often translates into a more affordable price point, making them a fantastic entry point for new fountain pen enthusiasts. So if you're looking for a fountain pen that combines minimalist designs with a variety of materials craftsmanship, or even pens which offer more interesting nib options, I would certainly implore you to look into the Eastern offerings. Now, of course, I will reiterate, I haven't covered literally everything in this video, but I feel like these are some of the more important points to cover, and if are, indeed facts you'd like to pass over, please do leave those down in the comment section below. And that is it for today's content. Next week we'll be back with pens from the West, and then we might just well conclude it in that video, or if there are other feedback points, I will try to include that in 2 weeks' time. So, again, thanks for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care for now.